I think they're great. I think the materials are horrible, but I think they're great because I look at it this way. Growing up, when a certain sneaker was released, I mean, you didn't know about it. You just went to the store and they were on shelves and they were cheaper and there was no, blogs telling you about this stuff and you appreciated that. So back in the day, you weren't worried about if they were sold out, if there was a line or camping out. You were worried about it if you had enough money to cop that sneaker. But what I think about it, like I said, I think it's great. I don't think the materials are used well, but I blame that on us really being fashionable, not more sporty. Like people, a lot of people are like, I ain't playing in Jordans. I'm wearing them to be fashionable. And I do think that the materials aren't what they used to be. But at the end of the day, the main reason why I believe in, and I think it's so dope that retros are back out is because it gives a chance for a younger kid who maybe wasn't able to score that pair that I knew of and be able to get their pair. I think that's a great thing. I think so many people sometimes are too selfish in this culture. And what I mean by that is like, oh, these dudes don't know about when we were getting sneakers and stuff like that. But what's so crazy? The same older heads that are saying that are going to be the same younger heads that are saying that in 10 years from now. Those dudes, like, I always feel like when people have experience, they shit on other people. And I hate that shit. Like, I'm like, like just because I grew up in an era where, and this is the craziest shit, when people say, like, when you just say, like, as being an old head or being in this sneaker game for a long time, when you say that and people look at it like, well, who is this guy? Where did he come from? Because I believe that I'm just another piece of the puzzle. Not everybody may know me, not know what I do, and I hope that one day when people look at this, whether it be, a week from now or a year from now, that people will realize, like, it's just not about sneakers. Like, oh, that's that sneaker guy. No, like I said before, I'm also that guy that eats pasta on Sundays, every Sunday.
What? How do you feel about that?
Man, it's crazy because somehow secretly I just feel like Nike has been raising prices all along and nobody has even realized that. I remember like, stuff on like, GS sizes that were 90 turned to 92, or Air Maxes used to be 85 that turned to 90, that turned to 92, that turned to 98 or 97 dollars, that is. So the point I'm making is like, you would see like Air Max being 135 or 140, now 145, so I gather that things get more expensive and they're raising prices, but I mean, for a person that loves sneakers is not really seeing the difference of what they're putting in, to pay more. I think that, I don't know, it's weird because I think that the higher it gets, the scarier I think it gets for the culture. Because I think that when you make an item so prized and becomes so expensive, I think that, it starts to cause problems. It starts to cause, a lot of friction within the culture. So, I mean, I hope that Nike, obviously they need to make money, and continue to, rise their empire. I think Nike has done one of the best jobs in selling a story and selling hype and selling, and building up to stuff, I mean, I literally think, I told Tinker Hatfield this when we were at the Air Jordan 2012 launch event. I told him, something that I was inspired by Dallas Penn. He told me, like, I believe soon Nike's going to sell Air. Like, they're just going to sell Air in a box. That's it. Just like, maybe it's $40 retail, but when you open it up, you're going to get a fresh, whiff of Air. And that's what Nike's going to sell soon. I guarantee you, people will buy it. Yeah. Maybe even camp out. or Twitter RSVP. Yeah.